Good morning. It might be lunchtime by now, but we had to drive here. We are out at, I believe it's called Tri-City Raceway Park. I don't know, one of those. They had some opportunity to make some test hits prior to racing, and with the changes that we have made and wrecking last pass out, we need to do some testing, obviously. So, hop, skip, and a jump over here. And we're about ready to go up for our first test hit. Now, gonna forewarn you. Half of you might turn the video off now, but it is what it is. We are racing. We're racing with no front end. I mean, you know the deal. So, it is what it is, but I mean, got the new front end from Dan yesterday, I think it was, maybe. I don't remember. I've been driving for 4 days straight, it seems like. Drove for 14 hours the other day, and then drove over here. There's been a lot of driving, so days are blurring together. But we're out here to do some testing, and we entered small tire. So the reason why we entered small tire was because there was one car in the class. So we didn't want our good buddy Jordan to race himself, so here we are. Now obviously, me and Jordan, really good friends, so we're just splitting the money in half no matter what. So we're both here to make some test hits, shakedowns, you know, and the track's prepped, so that'll help with data. You know, we won't be fighting, spinning the tire, hopefully, and we'll see. Now granted, this first test hit, all the changes I made, a lot of up in the air. No front end on. Who knows how that's going to affect it. You know, we'll see. So let's walk over and see what Jordan's doing. Hey, well, I just gave the people a little insight to what we're up to. Oh boy, boss is calling.
So
J-Dog Digillionaire.
You want to race first round again?
No. That is so bad juju. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
I mean, we've always raced first round,
right?
You know, most of the time anyway.
Yeah. So
it's never been bad juju. You made it bad juju.
Right. What was going through your mind when you looked over and I wasn't there?
Honestly, I didn't see anything. I didn't know anything. I radioed to Brandy, said, "Hey, I made the turn off. Chutes came out. I'm shutting the motor off."
Yep.
And she radioed back, said, "Joey wrecked. Go to him." I'm like, I look over. I'm like, sure as shit, he's not here. You know. So yeah, I don't know. At first, you know, I was a little scared when I realized that you didn't make the turn off with me.
Right.
And I felt it felt weird because we've
raced a lot of times.
We've been in the lanes next to each other so many times, and neither of us have ever had that feeling of getting crossed up or worrying about anything. So yeah, it was a weird feeling. I didn't like it. I wouldn't like to feel it again.
Yeah, let's not. But luckily today we get a couple test passes.
Yep, 2.
And then I told the people that it's just you and I.
Yeah, guaranteed money, right?
Right. We both.
We
I already told the people we're splitting, so hopefully
that's usually how it goes.
With me.
I was hoping the same.
So we're just basically here to gather some data and work better on our programs.
For sure, it's early in the year, and we're just trying to sort out the bugs and get faster.
Yeah.
For when we run into the fast guys.
And the attention to this event was that they allowed several test hits prior to racing, no matter who we thought was even showing up, no matter what.
Yep, and we definitely thought that was important at a racetrack we've never been to. I don't think you have been to this one.
I've never even been in the gates.
Yeah,
You've been here watching?
No, I've driven by it.
Oh, you
I knew where it
by
was. Driven by it, that's about it. but I've never raced here. So yeah, it'll be fun to figure it out. Looks like a nice surface, looks like a nice track. So hopefully we can get some data and go fast and get ready for events in the next couple weeks.
Right. All right. Could you make this thing any cleaner?
I could try, but being a race car, it gets scratched up.
It's pretty clean in the picture.
That's good, because it's dirty in person.
We are.
You're on.
We just made our second test hit, so
With what?
with no front end on. We've been struggling with wheelies. Who would have guessed? But still got weight in the car because I wanted to make consistent runs. I'm not out there to set the world on fire, so I'm trying to gather data and, you know, see what this converter and transmission want. So we made great improvement from the first run to the second run. First run, I think I lifted at the 60 foot, still went 120. I basically left my normal A to B tune-up in there, knowing the transmission and converter were gonna act way different, knowing it was gonna be slower. So it was, but got good data, added, I'd say a two-step jump to the next run and picked up over a half of a, 5 numbers basically to the 60, so 115 area, and it's super smooth. There's a few little hiccups here and there I need to address. Converter pressure is not ideal, but probably gonna run it for right now and just change it later on. But otherwise, the converter, the transmission, everything's acting great. I love it. Wish it would have did it sooner. I mean, it feels good to finally make changes and have them go in the positive direction. You know, I feel like all year I've been making changes to try to go faster and faster, and it hasn't been working good. So, you know, the whole reason of us coming here, Jordan and I both planned to come here to test. And I mean, we're doing that. You know, side effect of that is we both pretty much getting paid to test because they had guaranteed payout and 2 cars showed up. But I mean, we've gone out there and put on a show for the fans at least. You know, it's not every day you get to see cars like these going mid to low 4s. So gonna see what more changes we can do, and see if we can peck away at it a little bit more. I'm not gonna get as crazy as I did from the first run to the second run, but maybe we'll continue on making some more test hits after me and Jordan race. Once again, I know I've said it time and time before, but Pete from Circle D and Chad from the Shop Inc. have absolutely gone above and beyond my expectations with this update to the beaters. So big shout out to them. You know, I gave them a shorter timeline. I was struggling really hard with that old converter that I modified, you know. So I told them, like, hey, we got to get this thing back straightened out. And, you know, they worked hard together, worked through some problems we had, and here I am out making test hits. So once again, big shout out to Pete Nichols and Chad Fagley. You guys are the best.
I mean, I don't know. That's good. I was feeling nervous, and then my walkie-talkie dropped out. Shoe got stuck. The track is way stickier.
No, me too now.
I don't want that to go. Walk away. Stop it. Yes.
Dad.
Favorite job packing the chute?
Ripped it though. I got caught on that guardrail over there.
With the parachute?
Yeah.
Oh, yikes. Wind be winding. At least only one is going.
Come get a picture. Come here, Katie. Yeah, we're in
Doobie
we're
Q.
in central Iowa somewhere.
We are in Eastern Iowa.
Eastern Iowa? We don't know, but we came,
We saw.
we conquered
Each other.
something.
I don't think that doesn't count.
Yeah, I don't know. But they gave us Kaden, no! They gave us a trophy and some money.
Yep.
We made some strides testing. I did pretty good.
You made some big strides. I made some little strides, and I'm okay with that.
We're gathering data.
Yep.
Piper, stop.
Lots of that.
We're gathering data and got a few bucks in our pocket to make up for our tires.
Count that as a win.
Yeah, I guess.
Not necessarily in competition, but
No.
on the weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, and Jordan's gonna head home. I think we're gonna head somewhere else. Stay tuned.
Year ago.
We're on.
We're on. We're live.
Second day in a row racing. You wore out?
I'm tired.
You are.
You're not.
Feels like I've been driving for 7 days straight, honestly, but
We've driven a lot of
Yeah.
hours.
came over here to Morocco, Indiana, I think. Illinois? I don't know.
It's
one of
Indiana.
those. Indiana?
I think so.
US 41. And first time here. Another first for a racetrack.
It's cool.
We weren't very far away. We're further away from our house, but we weren't very far to here. So we decided, yesterday went all right, and might as well try this one out. Not many cars here either, so
What do you think's going on?
I don't know.
Too many races the same weekend.
I don't know.
I guess today is a Sunday.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I think we have 4 cars for 10 grand guaranteed. Now, granted, when it's 10,000 guaranteed, only the fast guys show up, and maybe that's a problem. Is that the slower cars look at that like, oh, 10,000 is a lot of money. It's going to draw in all the fast cars. We ain't showing up. So then you get what we have today. 4 cars, 4 very fast cars, and we don't have a lot of data yet. Got 1 drive shaft curve, basically 1 boost curve.
You didn't even talk about what happened with your daddy yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's besides the point. So yeah, my computer messed up and lost all of my saved settings, and so yeah. It's a S show, but we're here. Better than driving home. Till tonight's gonna suck.
We're out here.
Yeah, we might as well get some more passes in.
Well, it's nice out.
It is pretty nice. Sun's out. Not many clouds. Today the track is obviously no prep, and we're starting at the 100-foot mark. So. But they did have a big wheel race last night that they prepped the racetrack for, and they haven't touched it now, so it could be really good, could be really bad. So we saw at 5 minutes till driver's meeting. So we saw at Flying H what it's like to race on top of old glue. Hopefully this place ain't like that. So,
That was old though. And it was cold.
yeah, and so hopefully this track's a lot better.
I don't know.
You're not really going to get an easy draw first round. They're all going to be tough, so probably just go with what we gathered, little data we gathered yesterday, and hope it's enough to get some more data. But sitting at home, we're not going to get any more data and get faster, so here we are.
Well,
Is this your new driver?
Click.
Driver mod.
Wait, you got 2 more buckles.
Driver pro mod.
Okay, you're good.
Move, Pooh. You
Go
gonna
racing.
You gonna go fast? Your head's gonna get sunburnt. What is it? Tech Tip Sunday. Load the tune.
No, make sure you loaded the tune.
Make sure you loaded the tune. The correct tune. Lock and loaded. Up for round 2.
Hate tank.
First hate tank. It's hot. You think the track's gonna be greasy? It's sticky.
Loaded the proper tune this time. So, not the slow one anymore.
And you switched to parachute.
Yeah, and it's gonna throw both this time. Just to be safe. Because
Okay.
that was sketchy.
That was sketchy. Gosh, okay.
Kids over there doing something.
Hola. Are you hot?
Yep.
Gosh. It's getting warm.
In the finals against Ryan Hendrickson, local guy, races here all the time. But overall, we've been making decent ones. You know, had a few struggles here and there, ripped a parachute in half, drugged me all across the track in the shutdown.
Did you rip it yesterday?
Yeah, it did. But it was so small, and then
Today it just flew.
oh, it ripped in half today.
I hope you zoom in on the video because it's a little wild.
It's wild. It is very wild.
I wasn't even paying attention and people were like, ah!
Yeah, it was a little sketchy, but we borrowed another parachute from John Scully and throwing them both now, so just to be cautious. I mean, we got two, might as well use them. I mean, it sucks to pack them both, but it's all good.
That's all. That's the only thing you have to do, so it's fine.
Oh, yeah. So, I think we've got enough for Ryan, but, you know, you never know. We don't get out this way very often, so it's tough to gauge, you know, racing these guys. It's tough to gauge where we have to be or where we need to be if we're fast enough or not. So, but we're gonna find out here in a little bit. Gonna chip away a little bit more at the tune-up. Got a little aggressive on that last one and gonna tone it back down a little bit. The sun's been beating on the racetrack all day, so it's a little hot. Still struggling with wheelies out the back just like we were yesterday, so gonna have to just push through and hope we got plenty.
Bye, Felicia.
So,
We won.
we done did it.
Yeah, I mean, can't say we weren't having a good day. I mean, we were, you know, minor problems here and there, but overall making good passes, making good tune changes, being the smarter tuner, I guess. I didn't look at the GoPro, but I think in the finals, you know, Ryan probably just got a little carried away. I mean, 28s are small. He races on big tires, radials. He's a very versatile racer. You know, him and his tuner Steve, they do well usually. And sometimes you get lucky. I think maybe that was today. So here we are, number 2 event of the weekend. Number 2 event of the, or win of the weekend.
Not too shabby.
Yeah.
Total of like not very many cars.
Yeah, the car count has been